Hey everybody, Thrift Store Hacker back again. Just dabbling around in the shop on a Saturday night. But anywho, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm back to working on the 26cc Weed Eater motor again. And what I'm doing is I'm going to try to do a vapor carburetor with it this time. Now, if you didn't watch the previous videos, we modified the carburetor on this Weed Whacker engine, which I'll zoom in on here, by taking a basketball needle, like so, cutting the end off of it, and putting it down into the carburetor here, and we gutted everything out of the carburetor and sealed off any passage except for the intake hole on this side. If I turn it this way, we see I have the carburetor there. So we get it to focus a little bit. And if we can look down the carburetor, my flashlight here, you can see where that basketball needle that we cut a little bit short, so it meets the center of the chamber, shoots into the carburetor right there. So, I don't know with the vapor carburetor, because basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to run this motor off of the vapors of gasoline. Rubbing alcohol. But the way we're going to do it is we're going to use the intake of the motor, sucking in air. We're going to hook it up to, first of all, a spark arrestor, so we don't have anything that happened last time with the HHO setup. And all this is just a pipe sealed on both ends with a bunch of steel wool in it. And once we can hook that up here, and then off this end, we'll hook up our container. And my container here just contains two pipes, one with a pipe going all the way down to the bottom, and one with a pipe right here at the top. And how this is going to work is this pipe right here, use my finger thing, this pipe right here is going to pull into the spark arrestor. It's going to come out of the spark arrestor and go up into the motor. This one, since it's going to be under a layer of rubbing alcohol, is going to bubble and agitate the rubbing alcohol down there and create vapor. As it creates vapor, it'll suck it in and into the motor. It may take a little bit to get the vapor from here to here and prime out all the lines, because as I said, it's a 26cc motor. Not a whole lot of displacement there. But if I can get this thing to get up and running at about 2,500 RPMs, what we'll do is I'll go grab a comparable 26cc Weed Eater motor and run it for a while and see how long it takes to run down like 3 ounces of fuel or something like that. And then we'll put 3 ounces of fuel in here and run it on vapor and see if we can run the motor for a longer duration on vapor. From what I've been reading, the internet is full of lies, but from what I've been reading, this might be plausible, but I think the only reason why it's plausible is you're starving the engine of fuel. So finding that balance between the right amount of air and the right amount of vapor coming in is going to be tricky, especially when we set it up with that, because we have this little tiny basketball needle trying to pull the vapor in. I might actually have to take the basketball needle, I'll have to block off this upper fuel line right here and probably have to connect something directly onto here and then use like a T-fitting somewhere on the pipe. Something like this, use a T-fitting, and then we'll introduce air here right before the carburetor if we can't get that needle to work. But I'm optimistic that we can get enough vapor down this needle to fire that small motor, but we're just going to have to wait and see. As for anything else going on, I'm still plugging along with the GoFundMe for my e-bike trip. If you want to go check out the page, you can see right here, GoFundMe.com/CA e-bike trip. And I was going to shoot a pilot episode this weekend, but the weather has not quite been so favorable for trying to go out to downtown Sacramento and shoot something. But I'll do the pilot video probably in the next couple of days, even if I have to find something closer to my side of town. I'm just going to do a quick little historical episode. But you'll know, it'll give you a good basis on what I want to do with the trip, what kind of history I want to learn. Then we can do some other videos aside of that with the e-bike and endurance runs on the e-bike. Let's see how far we can get on a charge. Let's add some solar panels and see how far we can get with the solar panels and a full charge on our batteries and stuff like that. If you have any good ideas for episodes that I could do along the trip, please comment. If you liked this video, please comment. If you are a new viewer, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. Let me know if you have any concerns about this whole system. I know I've had a few people queue in on Instructables.com with my last sub-fail project, and it was really helpful, all the information. Yeah, if you have any input, give it to me. If you want to see certain things on the channel, let me know. And everybody have a good evening.